What's up guys, Taylor Abishan here, and I have a box in my hands. You probably read the title of the video, so you know what's going on here. This is my box of discs that I got for Black Friday, Infinite's new releases, and we are just gonna basically unbox them, take them out to the field, and see how they fly for me. So first up, I got a couple more D-Blend Alpacas, just in case I did want to switch to these. I wanted to get a matching set of D-Blends, and these, look at the swirl in that. That's insane. So just in case I wanted to switch to these for putting, I wanted to have a pair of them, so I'll go ahead and throw these in the field just to test them out. Next up, we got a metal flake alpaca. Super excited to test this out. We got a couple of the metal flake sphinxes. Got a nice clear one. Whoops, there we go. And then a red pink one. Got a couple of the swirly S-Blend Aztecs. That one is super pretty, super swirly. Then one with this nice new stamp on it. The Glow Aztec is actually my staple driver right now, so I'm super excited to try it out in a new plastic, see how that one flies. And then finally, I got a Color Glow Pharaoh. I've actually never thrown a Glow Pharaoh, so I'm also super excited about this one. Let's check it out. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start off with these D-Blend Alpacas. Just try to throw one straight, maybe put some Annie on the other, see how stable these are, and we'll go from there. So, D-Blend Alpaca. Yep, this is kind of surprisingly overstable as my test one. Try to put this on some Annie. Super similar to my test alpaca, a little deeper than I really like in a throwing putter. Let's try this metal flake, see how overstable it is. Oh, it's actually surprisingly a little bit straighter. Alright, next up we got the metal flake sphinxes. That's actually a little less stable than I thought it would be. They're definitely less stable than the Color Glows. You can see I put that pretty flat and it just rode to the right through most of the flight. And put a little hyzer on this one. Okay, so you can see that one took the hyzer and basically held it. Did flip up to flat, but had a decent stability throughout the flight. So let's go to these swirly S-Blend Aztecs. Nice turn to the right and then it's fading back. That was pretty good. Let's see if we can do that again. Nice little flip up the flat, rode over just a bit and then had stability to come back out. Oh, grip lock. Take that out. Yep. Nope. Okay, that was awful. And last but not least, we got the metal flake Pharaoh. Really similar flight to that Aztec, just about 50 feet longer. All right, guys, now that I got a little better feel for these discs, I'm gonna throw each mold again one more time, put a flight tracker on them, and then we'll wrap up at the end. So let's get to it. Gonna start out again with the metal flake alpaca. I'm gonna put this on a little kind of gentle turnover and see how it takes it. Kind of held over, now it's just gently kind of fighting back to dead center. Gonna put a little bit of hyzer on this Sphinx and see if I can't get it to just ride straight. Yeah, I think it's just surprisingly understable compared to the Color Glows that I've had. That kind of angle on my Color Glows will typically just kind of flip up to straight and hold that and hyzer back out. All right, now we're gonna hit the swirly S-Blend Aztec. Really kind of rip up the turn over the right a little bit, but they still come back. Those are also a little less stable than the Color Glow that I bagged. Same thing on that angle, that Color Glow will typically just pop up to flat, whereas the swirly S-Blend kind of rides to the right just a little bit. All right, and finally we got the Color Glow Ferro. I'm just gonna throw it out there pretty flat to see how it takes it. Hold down a little bit, but you can see it just hold straight, maybe tip to the right just some, and then kind of crash back down. Was a little nose up and pulled, but definitely a decent flight for it. All right, guys, and just some quick thoughts to wrap this video up. Starting with the Color Glow Alpaca. If you are an Infinite supporter and love P2s or Wardens or AVRs, grab an Alpaca. Extremely similar. For a throwing putter for me, I've talked about this before that I power grip all my throwing putters, so I'm very spoiled by the Tomb being so shallow, and it's able to handle so many different shots for me that I really just don't see myself going away from that. I did go ahead and grab some backup D-blend Alpacas just in case I wanted to putt with them. I did putt with Wardens for a long time before, so it's comfortable for me putting, just not super comfortable for me throwing. But it does have a great flight. If it's a field that you like, try one out. All right, moving on to the Metal Flake Sphinx. This is surprisingly understable for me. I really thought it would be more in line with the Color Glows that kind of just pop up to straight and finish when they're brand new. This definitely wanted to ride the right. If you put it on anhyzer, it will hold that anhyzer. It might even turn into a roller pretty soon. So definitely a good disc to have as a backup to those beat-in Color Glows, but not the ideal flight for me brand new. So for me, the stability of the Sphinx is kind of the swirly S blend was the most stable for me out of the box. Then down into the Color Glow, then probably the Metal Flake after that, and I've never thrown them much, but the I blend and G blend I have to assume are lower than that on the stability ranking, more understable than these. All right, and the swirly S blend Aztec, again a little less stable for me than the Color Glows that I love. I would put them right between the Color Glow and the I blend. Definitely have to put a little bit of hyzer on it to get it to go straight, but it is a super dependable, great feel in the hand. I have 2 Aztecs in the bag right now. I might add one of these just as a less stable option. Love the Aztec. Finally, the Color Glow Ferro is a little harder to nail down stability wise. I didn't get a great throw with it out here, but it seems that it just wants to kind of ride to the right just a bit, and it has good stability to crash back into the ground. So this is definitely a disc I'll probably throw in the bag just to keep experimenting with. It's just a touch more stable than the S blends, but definitely not the most overstable Ferro I've thrown. The swirly S blends are extremely overstable for a Ferro. So for Ferros, it just kind of depends on the ideal flight you're looking for and how you want it to fly brand new for what plastic type is best for you, as well as the grip. These Color Glows are a lot gummier than any of the S blends or really I blends as well as far as Ferros go. All right, guys, that does it for this video. I have to thank you all for watching so much. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And really just a special shout out to Infinite as well as you guys. Both of you kind of in combination with the discount code allow me to keep getting these new discs in to try out and tell you guys how they fly and give you my take on them. So just very thankful for that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.